This is a short demo of the NewsAlpha CLI. Right now, NewsAlpha backend is indexing posts on 4chan poll and also on Gab, the social media site. So just going to do some quick searches on the posts we've indexed so far. Okay, so I'm going to query the Gab index and I'm going to search for Ilan Omar. Seeing the kind of posts that people are just going to limit them to about 20. Oops. Okay, so got my parameter. Okay, and the NewsAlpha indexes run every 10 minutes or so, so the posts are indexed in near real time. See that this was the most recent post, which isn't only a couple of minutes ago. And so any entities that I mentioned, the indexes will extract them. And also, if there are any, if it detects any intents, any threat intents, it will also put a score. Okay, so none of these posts, they're probably not very nice, but none of them actually have any threatening intents with them. Okay, so let's search 4chan and see what 4chan says about Ilan Omar. Okay, so what I can do is I can search for some possibly threatening statements. Okay, so I'm going to search 4chan poll for any posts mentioning kill yourself or anything like that. Keep in mind, these are searching tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of posts, so the index performance is actually very good. So there are statements that mention killing, but none of these really could be classified as being a threat. So the threat intent score for these is just 0. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter on all posts, and I want to filter any posts that have a threat intent threshold of more than 0.5. So we could see if there are any statements being made that could be interpreted as being threatening. Okay, so none of these statements. It's just general statements saying. So of course you're going to get false positives because the intent model it still doesn't have a lot of examples to work with so far. Okay, but of course there are some. So you see that some statements that can be interpreted as threats, they have a high threat intent score. Although of course there are a lot of false positives. Okay, so I can do the same query on Gamma. Okay, and so the numbers in reds are when the threat intent score goes up over 9, these get flagged. But again, these are really false positives. There are Bible verses and things like that. So these are just, even though they do have threatening statements in them, I mean, so the operator would have to be able to read these statements, able to interpret basically if these constitute actual threats to a person. But this just shows how posts that the model detects as being threatened could be flagged and could be brought to the attention of our operator.